Hi everybody, this is Saad for the Sad Truth. Last night I got home after having delivered an MBA lecture. Thought that I would just settle into the couch and relax for a while. Regrettably, I was sucked into the big MMA fight known as the debate between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. I thought that I would just weigh in with a few observations regarding what transpired last night. First, it really is extraordinary how much a personality flaw can serve as the reason for one's potential demise. And here I'm speaking about Donald Trump. I think most people, including his supporters, would agree with the assessment that he is egotistical. But I think perhaps more importantly, he is incredibly thin-skinned. And that ultimately signals a level of pettiness. And so yesterday, what should have happened is that he should have taken her to task regarding the 10,000 possible, violations and scandals that she's been involved with in her political career. I mean, it would not be hyperbole to state that the number of shady things, if not immoral, if not unethical, if not illegal things that she's been involved with, are probably 10 times that which brought down Richard Nixon following the Watergate scandal. And so he could have challenged her on a number of issues, and I don't need to repeat all of them here. I mean, it is truly difficult to imagine a candidate who is laden with more scandalous baggage. But instead of that, Hillary Clinton was masterful in that she did exactly what her advisors undoubtedly told her to do, which is she put him on the defensive. And it was just astonishing to watch how easily he fell into that trap, right? And so, she could tell him, I'm being satirical here, she could tell him, oh, Donald, so is it true about your small hands? And we're off and running for the next 90 minutes rather than putting her on the defensive on extraordinarily important issues. He shows her charts about how his hands score in the top 2 percentile. All women who've ever been with him say that he's got big, beautiful, long hands. He's number one hands. And that doesn't play out well. And so I guess my point here is that from a psychological perspective, it's really interesting to watch how, the leopard can't shake off its spots. I mean, he is who he is. And notwithstanding, I'm sure that all his advisors are telling him how to behave, he can't ultimately take that feedback because he has to be who he is. It's difficult to shake off some of the defining features of your personhood. And so from that perspective, I think that if one is to fairly evaluate yesterday's performance, at least from the way that I've looked at the debate, I think Hillary Clinton won. Now, some people said that she appeared presidential and she appeared polished. No, she didn't. She appears as though she is a calculated career politician who knows how to deliver well talking points. If I'm going to be fair, in the same way that I criticize Donald Trump, she's smug, she's arrogant, she belittles, she's snaky. So there are all sorts of signatures that she exudes that are profoundly distasteful. But she certainly appears more restrained, more coherent. But that's simply because, as I said, she's calculating, she's careful, she's well rehearsed. So in that sense, of course, she appears more presidential. But it's not because she's truly eloquent. I mean, Christopher Hitchens was eloquent. Hillary Clinton is just someone who delivers lines in a very neutral and appropriate manner. So bottom line, I think that she won. He lost a huge opportunity to attack her on truly substantive issues. Let's see what happens in debate 2. But my feeling is that I don't know if you guys remember the old story of the frog and the poisonous scorpion. Let me mention it again because it's going to speak to Donald Trump. So for those of you who don't know it, the scorpion goes up to the frog and says, "Can you help me across the river?" And the frog says, "Well, why would I help you across the river? I mean, you're likely to sting me, and then we'll drown. I'll die." And then the scorpion says, "Are you kidding? Why would I do that? I mean, if I sting you while you're helping me cross the river, as you said, we'll drown. So I won't sting you. Don't worry." And so the frog believes him. The scorpion gets on the back of the frog. They start crossing the river, and of course, halfway through the river, the frog feels a sharp sting in its back, and then realizes that he's been stung. Asks the scorpion, "Why'd you sting me? Now we're both going to die." And the scorpion says, "Well, I can't help it. That's what scorpions do." And so I think what's going to happen here is that Donald Trump is going to continue to be who he is, which is egotistical, somewhat incoherent, and thin-skinned. And this set of character flaws might be enough to otherwise let the true venomous scorpion, Hillary Clinton, get into the White House. There you have it, folks. My analysis. Feel free to weigh in the comment section, but let's try to be polite. Cheers.